All right, guys, welcome back. So right here we have the Sauce Daddy. we
What's up,
have
Pat?
we have the Sauce Daddy, Mr. Ross. For you guys who don't know, this is the sauces that he makes. You guys put on all your prep food. This is the brand new that just came out,
Some
and
people put the sauce on some other things, but
yes, it can be used as sex, but just do whatever you want to do. We don't judge you. We
to
don't
each his
judge
own, right? It's 2022.
whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? You could be a cat tomorrow and a dog the next day.
Yeah, whatever.
But either way, this is it. Um, so I brought Russ on because I want you guys to get to know Russ. I'm sure you guys see his personality on social media, which is fucking awesome. I known Russ for several years now through it wasn't like through a face-to-face type of thing. We know each other through we had the same coaches through
Yeah,
I was getting
probably
Russ.
4 years, dude.
Yeah, I was getting he was with Dom. I'm sorry, he is with Dom Cardone. I was with Dom for a long time. And Russ has a awesome bakery, healthy food up in Texas. And then he made these sauces, man. And I remember, man, because I seen your post today. You put up a post today saying a wholesale, guys, that, everybody's using it. And I remember fucking before you even went into wholesale, I remember I was buying them off your dude. I'm like, dude, can you just let me know? And can I just start buying off these and selling them to people? Because this is
Yeah.
fucking crack. So Russ, tell people because you're an IFBB pro, you live the lifestyle, like
Mhm.
legitly, you are a true IFBB pro. You're not just a
Thank you.
carrier.
Card
Yes.
carrying, a card carrying robot.
You are an actual fucking active and you're going to do extremely well pro with the way you're moving.
Thank you.
Um, and you are one of the hardest workers in a room, figuratively speaking, especially when it comes to your business. So how did everything start, man? Like, I'm sure you had a fucking job you hated before and then moved forward, or how did everything come about?
Man, this is one of those things that someone has been working for their entire life, like since I was a little kid. And then it sort of just happened. So super long story. I'll try to condense it
Right.
to where I am today now. Um, I actually used to make my own sauces in middle school, just by like combining things and fucking around with different shit.
Yeah.
Well, it actually started before that. I used to. My mom's probably not going to watch this, but I'll go ahead and talk about her. I used to take her like shampoos and like mix them up and make concoctions. Okay, I was like obsessed with making concoctions, and I just remember her like spazzing out because female products are not cheap.
Right.
Imagine like going and taking a shower, all your fucking shampoo and conditioner is all mixed up. So I was obsessed with like creating things when I was a kid, and then once I discovered I love eating food, that sort of translated to making sauces. And I remember vividly, I made a sauce in middle school and gave it to all my friends. And before you know it, the entire cafeteria was eating the sauce. And it was just barbecue sauce and mayo, but no one has ever combined that,
Yeah.
especially at that age. And
Rush, you got bad connection
fast
or is that me?
forward till
You
I was like, what's that?
you got good connection or are you breaking up? Oh, it was mine. Mine was the issue. You there? Can you hear me?
Let me move real quick. All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah, you're good. So you made these sauces. Were you selling it or just giving it out?
No, just like we were just dipping our chicken nuggets in them.
Yeah. So it
So,
started out then.
what's that?
I'm sorry. So yeah, it started out that early.
Yeah, started out then. Fast forward till I'm like 25. I'm training kids, like middle schoolers and elementary schoolers. And at that time, my then girlfriend, now wife, Elena,
Yeah.
and I were working together. Um, and we got fired together. Long story short, got fired for dating, and she moved in with me, and I was like eating like shit, and she was like, dude, you fucking stink. We need to figure out what the fuck you're eating and stop doing it. So she started baking for me with all the foods that sit well with me.
Yeah.
And then she came up with these muffins. They were sweet potato based. I gave them to the kids I was training. They loved them. They were like knocking on our door for these muffins. And we looked at each other. I remember the exact moment. I was looking down at her like on the staircase, and we were like, dude, we need to do something with these because these kids love them. So long story short, we packed up our car, moved to Austin from Maryland, Austin, Texas. She opened up a bakery. She made me quit my job, a job that I actually loved, Pat. I used to sell commercial pest control. I fucking loved it.
Are you serious?
And
Wow.
yeah, for Terminex. I was so good at it and I loved it. I loved it. She made me quit. So we opened up a little cafe. We outgrew that space in exactly 6 weeks. Closed that down from start to finish, 6 weeks, and then opened up a full restaurant. And then I started doing my sauces for the meals because our menus changed like all the time. And then, can you turn that light back on, please? Sure. And before you know it, we started Flavor Gang. We separated the sauces from the bakery.
Yep.
Created Flavor Gang, and now we're shipping internationally, all over US. So it's pretty cool.
When did the bodybuilding start for you?
Well, after I played college football, and I noticed all of my friends got fat after college.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going to do that. I need something competitive. I already loved lifting. I loved being alone. So I'm like a true introvert. And people are, not to go off on a tangent, but people misunderstand the term introvert. Introvert doesn't mean quiet or shy. It just means like when we are outgoing, it drains us. So I'm an introvert, and I love that of being able to express myself, but still being like reclusive.
Yeah.
And I love that about bodybuilding. And around 22, I decided that's what I wanted to do. And I didn't compete till I was 25, 26.
Okay.
And then I dicked around for about 2 years, and then really started to get serious about 2 years ago. So I'm fairly fresh. I think I've only done maybe 7 shows or something like that.
Yeah, but you it seems like, do you feel like your body activated quickly, or do you feel like, because I mean, or was it, see, it's weird. That's a dumb question because sometimes it's just a matter of how much we put ourselves into it. It's like the genetics could be dormant.
I mean, I was always in really good shape. Like when I was natural, I still had the best body in any gym I went to, as I was natural.
Yeah.
And then slowly, leveled up. But I will say, for the first 4 years of me doing these businesses with my wife and trying to bodybuilding was in the back burner. Like I had like 45 minutes to work out because I was in between kitchen shifts, or
Yeah.
I couldn't dedicate the time I wanted to bodybuilding. But I'm fortunate now to be able to do that now.
I remember back in the day you were talking about how, you started out in the kitchen like at 5, then around like I think 2 or 3, you would go train, you would pass out in your car for an hour, and then
Yep.
go right back to work. So
Yep.
when when you're in that kind of schedule, it's hard. Like you're gonna do a lot in the gym, but your mind is like, because it's not. There's no way your phone's not gonna go off in the middle of the fucking day for
Right.
work.
And there's no way I am 100% fresh for that training session.
Yeah.
And that is, as much as I love doing it, there was like times where I didn't want to be there. There was times Goob, John.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I remember, not even exaggerating, I would call him and I would be crying. I'd be
Damn.
literally in tears. And I'm like, dude, I cannot do this. I'm fucking struggling. He's like, quit being a fucking bitch and do it. I remember there's this one time I was on the Stairmaster at like 11.
He's like the Jewish Terminator.
It's so funny. Yeah, so I was on the Stairmaster one night, like 11 o'clock, and I was just like, dude, I cannot do this. I just remember crying.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, this is a low my energy's fucking. I can't sustain this.
What
But
what
I got it done.
when do you train now?
Whenever I want. I'm pretty much fucking retired right now.
But what do you? But when are you still in the kitchen full time or no?
No, dude, I haven't worked in the cafe in like 2 years. And I recently got, I don't know if you want to, I don't know if promoted or demoted. Promoted? Okay. So my wife actually promoted me from the Flavor Gang, her
Okay.
words. So I don't do anything. I
Oh,
just come up with, that stuff.
you're like a
Like,
Bezos,
like a what?
like a Bezos from Amazon. What's his name? Jeff Bezos.
Oh, Bezos. Yeah. Jeff
Bezos.
Bezos. Yeah.
Yeah, my English is
Yeah.
horrible sometimes. So
So
but you still have the cafe though, right?
yeah, no, everything is still running. So my wife runs the restaurant. Our GM Raymond, he runs the Flavor Gang production,
Mm-hmm.
and I work with two of our partners in the background, just creating and growing and scaling businesses. Um, and I do coaching full time, so I'm pretty much hands off on like the day-to-day stuff.
I got you.
But my role right now is just big picture, marketing, creating flavors, creating products, creating more verticals. Like I don't know when this will be out, but we just opened up Flavor Gang Canada. So that was literally just signed a couple days ago. So that's huge. We have a presence in Kuwait, so I hope to get a physical presence in there
Wow.
in the next 2 years, along with South America and stuff like that. But I couldn't facilitate those things if I was still bottling sauces, if I
Yeah.
was still packing orders, if I was still labeling sauces. You have to sort of take a step back
Yeah.
or a couple steps back to go forward for. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah. That's a tough point. Like for me, like I'm one of those where I have to have my hands in everything. Like I have to control everything. But just like you said, if the brand, let's say brand, right? We'll just say Total as a brand. If a brand starts growing to a point where you're holding it back by not freeing yourself up, then yeah, it could be bad. It's not like you're not working anymore. It's just your your energy's going in a different direction for
Yeah.
sure.
And one of those things that we have to embrace as business owners is that I can do everything and it's going to be perfect. I'm
Hmm.
confident in that. Everything I do is going to be 100% when it comes to my business. My employees are going to do something 60 to 70%,
Hmm.
but in order for me to scale that business, I got to fucking swallow that and just know that they're not going to be perfect. So I may lose, 30% on something, but be able to gain another 70 to 100 somewhere else.
Yeah.
So that's a constant battle that pretty much every business owner deals with.
How quickly was it? How quickly did it explode for you? From the minute you decided just to send some bottles out from direct to, was it like before you hit wholesale or right when you hit wholesale? Did it
Sorry,
just
could
go?
you ask that again, Pat? Sorry.
So in other words, like the whole like Flavor Gang, because it grew, but there was a certain time when it just truly exploded, right? Was it when it hit wholesale or was it like right before that point?
Um, I'm gonna probably say it's when Nick Walker won the New York Pro,
Wow.
because that's when we launched the mutant sauce. I think that was like two moments when we launched the mutant sauce, and then when we launched the brownie batter. Because
Okay.
that brownie batter is actually our number one product across all the products we sell.
Really? It outsells
Yeah.
your sauces.
Yeah, dude, I know.
Holy
I looked at the
shit.
reports and I'm like, really? But yeah.
Wow. I would have never guessed it. I would have
Yeah,
just
I would
figured
have
the
guessed.
sauces. Yeah, that the
Yep, I would
sauces
have
keep
guessed the
driving it.
sauces. I think number 2 was sriracha, number 3 was sweet poppy, and number 4 was yummy, the yum yum.
Yeah.
But yeah, the brownie batter is our number one selling product.
Holy shit. Well, that's
Yeah,
fucking awesome.
yeah.
You have coffee coming soon, right?
We have lots of things coming, Pat.
Well, let's
Now
talk
we'll be
about it.
sending it to all of it to you.
I cannot wait.
Yes, we have. I'm going to spoil so many things, but it's okay. We have about 3
well,
different.
hold on. Whatever you spoiled, then whoever's listening in, it's a gift for them. Everybody else
okay.
can just fucking figure it out when they watch social media. So it's
Yeah.
it's they don't want to watch enough them. Whatever. They don't get to find out.
So yes, we're coming out with our own coffee line, and it has. I was telling one of my buddies, it's spoiled us because no matter where I go, if I go to Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or the restaurant, I'm just so spoiled. Like the coffee there sucks, and it's one of those things. Like it's all perspective. Like
Yeah.
you don't know what's better until you have better.
Yes.
So like for example, like I used to love, very very popular sauce until I started making my own sauce, and I was like, I love this a lot better. So we're coming out with a ground coffee, a whole bean coffee, and then an espresso line. And the espresso line is going to be very funny because I don't know if I don't know if you're a coffee drinker, but a lot of people call espresso, they put an X in there.
Yeah.
And call it espresso. So to people that know what the word is, we laugh at that. It's not espresso, it's espresso.
Yeah.
So we're going to come out with Flavor Gang Espresso.
Express.
Yep, espresso. And everyone's going to mispronounce it on purpose because they have to. That's the name of the product. And they're going to look like idiots. And it's going to be so funny.
Dude, that's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's real cool.
Then we have some other things in the works that just are infantile sort of stuff.
What are you thinking of?
So some stuff I can't tell you,
Which is fine.
But just some breakfast stuff. Also.
Okay. So you're basically looking more at expanding in a huger area. So in other words, so Flavor Gang. Okay, so the brand Flavor Gang is across a whole entire particular food categories and all.
Yeah, we were looking at that option or doing something else, something separate. So we're not fully able to pull the trigger on that because we have to. So we keep it under the Flavor Gang. Now we're sort of backed into a corner on some things.
Okay.
But if we open up another line, another entity, now we have, I guess, more leverage to do a different target population.
Yeah.
Different marketing, a different voice, a different face of the business, stuff like that.
Nice. And you have some stuff coming out in for the Olympia, right?
Oh yes. Spoiler alert. We are coming out with well, if the gods can help us, we may come out with a new flavor of Bowl of Gainz this Halloween. Ooh. But I don't think it's going to happen. It's going to be a mystery flavor.
Okay.
So it's called mystery flavor. It's fucking delicious. And I think we're going to do some sort of interactive stuff where if you guess the flavor, get a discount or whatever. But for the Olympia, we're coming out with new Bowl of Gainz flavor, which is called cream pie. Yes, cream pie. So you can imagine all the funny videos we're going to come out with that.
Yeah.
Let me show you the bag. See if I can. Give me 1 second, Pat.
Yeah, no problem.
It's just a prototype now. We have to go through, all the editings and revisions and all that shit. So it's not perfect in any way, but I wanted to get a little risky, like, I don't know if you can see this.
I see it. Yeah, I see it.
So him eating the cream pie.
Yeah.
And like the cream is on his face.
You gonna do like an American Pie kind of video for it?
Yeah, I think something like that. Yeah. And then so we're coming out with the cream pie. I sent it to Martin Fitzwater to taste, and he said that was the best flavor he's ever had. He loves all the flavors.
I like the peach, man.
I do too. I had the peach this morning. I actually had a peach twice today. That's like the least selling one. I'm like, I love it. Whatever.
Well, people don't know taste. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. And then we are coming out with our dill ranch for the Olympia as well. And we're going to have an entire line of ranch.
Wait, dill ranch this?
Yeah.
The flavor? The one that you had before, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that one was fucking good.
I know. I love it.
And I hate ranch. I fucking hate. It's like I feel like I'm drinking from them.
One of my favorite like meals to eat off plan is an entire rotisserie chicken. Okay.
An
entire rotisserie chicken. Pop that sucker in the air fryer. Cover it in like buffalo sauce,
Yeah.
and then just eat the whole thing with our ranch. It's like,
Oh
I
yeah.
look extremely like barbaric, but it's so good.
Your sauce, that sauce was fucking perfect. Like I'm telling you, Russ, I hate ranch, man. I can't do ranch. For me, that sauce, the way like I enjoy that sauce, and I remember I was doing it, using it during sometimes during prep too, where it was that with any spice seasoning.
Mhm.
So either I would just throw like Crystal or even from like Wicked Cuts from Branches Heat. Dude,
Yep.
it was the perfect fucking combo for
It
me,
pairs
man.
so well with some heat.
And you said you're gonna do that in multiple flavors, you said?
Yeah, we're gonna do. So the whole context of how the Flavor Gang operates is we have a restaurant, the Gainz Bakery.
Yeah.
All of my recipes were created for the Gainz Bakery.
Yes.
But we would do signature dishes, and we'd always have, you know how dieting is, Pat.
Yeah.
People are always needing something new
Yeah.
to keep them on track. So I literally had to create hundreds, I'm not even joking, hundreds of sauces for these fatties to stay online, stay in track. So an entire line of ranches, probably, I think we have like five to six ranches.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the people go crazy for the ranches down here. And another spoiler, we're gonna come out with the dill ranch, our chipotle aioli, which I think we're gonna call it Toro sauce.
Oh, is that both in Olympia?
No.
The-
So
the
just
later.
those two, the bowl gains and the ranch.
Okay, and then the other ones are afterwards.
Yeah, probably 2023 Chipotle, and then a new one that I just created. It's called Sweet and Nutty.
Okay.
It's like a Thai peanut sauce, and that's
What I figured you were going that direction.
Yeah, so good.
Your Chipotle sauce, that sauce was fucking awesome.
I know.
Dude.
I don't know what's my favorite. I love the nerdy sauce, sauteed the nerdy Sanchez, and then top it with the ranch or the Chipotle. That's like
sex. That's like flavor sex.
Like Hispanic sex in your mouth.
The sex just starts dancing and there's music that pops out. What wait, before you rebranded, was Chipotle your best selling flavor, or was it different ones?
No, I think it was the ranch. Yeah,
It was the ranch back there. Yeah.
And the yummy, probably the yum. Yeah, yum in the ranch, probably.
Damn, yo, can you send that ranch to me early?
Yeah,
please. I'm gonna need it.
You got it. I'll send you a bunch of them.
But no, that's fucking awesome though. In all reality, because it's listen, man, the way your business has transcended is the same way I feel like your bodybuilding has transcended in the past 2 years. And look, I have these conversations with people all the time. And look, man, I'm not a pro. I'll never be a pro, right? I fucking train because I love it, and I don't want to look average.
Mm-hmm.
And like for me, I'm in my stores every day. I take I have like Sunday off when I'm with my daughter, my family, my wife. But other than that, I'm in my stores, and my general consumer for the stores is more fitness oriented and in a gym. So when I go to the supermarket, or I have to go in fucking some random public place, I'm like, I can't believe this is real life. So when I see that, I'm like, I can't, this is like never, ever. I cannot allow this. So it's hard, man. Like it's hard because listen, man, you're a coach. So, and I've seen your rants before, and we all have the same thought processes. It's like, the fuck do you mean you can't do it? Or what do you mean you just decided not to eat it? Like, I don't get it. Did you fucking decide not to take a shower or put your socks on today?
Yeah, or like I'm not motivated today. Were you motivated to wipe your ass when you shit? No,
it's good discipline. You just do it.
You just do it. Exactly.
So yeah, dude, it's fucking wild, man. Your rants were great, man. Because you want to, because you probably you get all types of people coming, especially back when you were in a restaurant nonstop, dude. I remember because you get all types of weird people coming in. I had one person, one of the wildest things came in. He walks in the store and he starts looking around. And I'm like, hey, buddy, what's going on? How can I help you? Hey, man, you sell syringes? I'm like, no, I'm not a fucking pharmacy. And Trenton's like 10 minutes down the street. Are you? Oh, it's okay. No problem. We're just double checking. Then
why would you check the first time?
I don't know. And then I had another person come in. do you have deodorant here also, right? I'm like, yeah, right in the fucking tampon aisle. Like, what the fuck do you mean? So yeah, I get I especially because my main location is next to a Planet Fitness. So I get
Oh,
a general public that kind of squeezes in. Dude,
yeah.
when I was first open, dude, 6-9 months in, I would still get people coming in. Oh man, I never knew you were here. I'm like, okay, you must just joined the gym and just noticed it. No, I've been going there for months. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm literally
Next
connected.
door.
Yeah, like you.
You're preaching to the goddamn choir, bro. We have a gym next door to us too. Same fucking thing. I'm like, how did you not? We're the only place in town that you can get anything healthy for your body. And we're connected to you. What are you talking? You don't know that we're here? Dude, one of my favorite pastimes, Pat, is to talk to fellow business owners and just trade stories because
Yes.
they're the kind of stories that we go through are only experienced with one type of population, and that's business owners.
Yes.
Like no customers will ever experience what we experience because they're only customers. They never see
Uh-huh.
the other side.
Uh-huh.
It's so funny. It's so, and we walk a tight rope because we need to make money
Mm-hmm.
to facilitate, the store and our staff. But sometimes you just want to slap these people and like, where did what planet are you on? Because it's not Earth.
Yeah. I get like I'm very like I might giggle in my brain, but for the most part, I just give answer. The only time I ever find myself going like not frustrated, but like I feel it is when because I'm very particular about ingredients. So I always talk about ingredients. Always, man. I break that down. And when I get no, that's not true. No.
And you're in a place where you can't argue with them.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, half of the time I'm just like, I've only been doing this for 15 years, man. I got to learn a little bit more, but thank you. We're just going to agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah. You joined the gym yesterday. You know what's going on. You probably watched you probably saw a Facebook ad and 15 people commented with a whole
Dude,
bunch
we
of
get
nonsense.
the same stuff because we're the only healthy spot in town for the cafe, and people will come in and be ingredient snobs. They're like, "Oh, this has this in it." I'm like, Elaine would be like, "When was the last time you went for a walk?"
Dude.
The answer is never.
Do you get the because you probably get the same thing I do. You probably get a lot more. Is there any artificial sweetener in there? Because
Yep.
that's dangerous.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. And you're fucking 300 pounds.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the least of your worries,
Like
dude.
what the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
So how about you were in Texas, so you didn't have a problem when you didn't there was no shutdowns, right, during the scaredemic.
No, we had to adjust pretty drastically. We actually changed our business classification into a grocery store.
Oh. Which allowed more people inside the store?
Yes, and we could hold different products. We got a giant tax cut because we didn't have to charge tax. Um, there was a bunch of cool little loopholes we were able to go through.
Yeah.
So we would like just wholesale buy toilet paper, eggs, milk, paper towels, all from our distributor and just sell it, at a restaurant.
Yeah.
And what was great was that it wasn't great, but we were able to adjust.
Yeah.
All the grocery stores didn't have this shit.
That's right, because they were running out.
Yeah. So there was never a shortage of these goods. There was just a shortage of these goods getting to the stores.
Yeah.
They couldn't keep up with the demand, but there was definitely not a shortage of these products. So we took advantage of it. And we were selling, chicken by the pound and cases of eggs and almond milk and paper towels and paper, toilet paper at a damn bakery. It was very bizarre.
That's fucking awesome. Awesome. Yeah. I got raped by the government.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was a great 3 months of nothing, of 10% business, while I'm sitting in a store just trying to come up with ways. I mean, I was trying to do everything, helping out with the police force, helping out with the nurses, trying to do all that stuff to try to stay. I just needed to stay relevant, man. Like, there was nothing I could fucking do. I got to come up with something, if
You gotta
it's
stay relevant. You gotta stay alive.
yeah, man. But yeah, I got raped, man. My wife has a hair salon. Fucking
Can't do that.
yep, done. Um, I got nothing from the government. So it was rough, man. But and you know what the saddest part was, man? The first 2 weeks, the first 2 to 4 weeks, everybody was buying vitamins, right? Everybody.
Uh-huh.
I was like, okay. So I was loading up. I was like, all right, I'm surviving with this. They're buying proteins and they're buying snacks and shit. Because you gotta have your snacks, your protein brownies. So they were buying all that. After that, nobody was buying fucking vitamins, dude.
So were you sitting on just a bunch of stuff?
Well, I didn't. No, because I didn't create overhead for no reason. It was just alarming how people just gave up on the basic essentials that you need just to hide and turn their face into a mummy.
Well, Pat, you can't see anything by taking vitamins.
That's a good
You
point.
can't. Oh, you can't see you can't see the benefits.
That's
And
a
for
point.
our country, majority of people want to see that quick change.
Yeah, it's true, man. It was rough, man. And so they had all the mandates. Dude, I didn't fucking like the mask mandate. I didn't follow any of that, like at all. I didn't harass people. I was fucking sending people to gyms to help them out. And it was funny because at that time I was at a higher weight than I am now. So whenever I went to Dunkin' Donuts, because that's essential,
Yep.
and or Starbucks, because to get my coffee, because it's essential stuff, I would just fucking walk in and it would just be like a silent room of 20 to 30 people.
They're just staring at you.
And I'm like, I just want my coffee, man. You can argue all you want, but not gonna do anything. But it's pretty bad in Northeast. It's
I've heard, man.
yeah, it's pretty bad. And the more north you go, ooh, the more fear and that it gets, man. Like South Jersey to North Jersey is like night and day. And then you get into New York, it's like forget it, dude. I don't even want to step into New York ever in my
Yeah,
life.
we spent some time in New York City, and there was like right around the peak of COVID, or right when they were opening up in New York, and there was still people like riding bikes with their masks on and gloves on. I'm like, you're riding your bike outside in the air, and you're that scared. If you're that scared, then you need to stay home.
It's you would not believe me, but it's still similar to that. Like when you go up, when you go up north, it still gets like that. And it's funny, man, because like even I was like, because even in the store, I was like, oh man, I'm probably gonna get fucking in trouble sooner or later. And it was funny because I remember one time this lady come in, she was buying something for her son, right? And like halfway through the conversation, she's like, "Oh, you're not even wearing a mask." I was like, and I'm like, "Oh, here we go." So I'm like, I'm like, I've had it, I fucking disability, whatever, right? She's like, you know what? I didn't even think about it. I just assumed you were just healthy the way you look. I'm like, what?
Not in that.
That's not how this works. Like, that- so it was a frustrating time, man. But the good thing is, man, once it unwind, man, the gyms opened up. It was like a fucking instant run to back into the business, man. Like, because Jersey didn't open up yet, but PA did with the gyms.
Oh,
And then my the one store at that time that I had, because I only had one store at that time, it was 20 minutes right over the bridge into PA. So everybody from my community just went to PA to train, everything. So right away, I was like 80, 90% back. And then once Jersey opened, like within a month, I was like way over 100.
now you have 4 stores?
Yeah, 4 stores.
Look at that, dude. You went from one store and being almost out, probably.
It was bad.
Being fucked, and now you have 4.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
That's a story right there.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's
You didn't give up, bro.
I don't know what how to give up, bro. I got a family. Like I gotta come up with something. If listen, if worst case scenario, then I'd go pick up under the table concrete or something to get by. No matter what, it's like nobody will save me, man. I learned that a long time ago. You just fucking
because
you got to
you
figure
don't
out this
got
shit.
that quitting gene.
Yeah, I don't know what that is,
No
man.
one quits, man.
Nobody's gonna give you nothing, honestly. You gotta just make your shit yourself. And there's so much but opportunity. There really is a lot of fucking opportunity here, man.
Dude, it is.
There
I always
really
tell
is.
people, dude, if you want to making money can be so easy in this country. You
Yeah.
just have to work, dude.
And even especially now, like like the social media platform has
No, you
allowed,
can have a full-time job on your phone.
yeah, you just have to do shit.
Yeah.
And what makes a lot of these, because a lot of people, hate on the influencers and so forth, but listen, those influencers do technically what we do, but they do in a different way every single day, nonstop, boom, 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 boom. So it's just a different way they're, trying to be successful and so forth. So, but yeah, dude, it was a fucking horrible time, man. It was bad. And then I remember in the fucking gyms, then it was like mask on, mask off, fucking.
I remember that.
I was like, do I have to get my
That was
underwear
sweet.
on? Like, can I just be without my underwear? Like, I was just so frustrated, man. You don't even know. It was just bad, man. It was bad. But again, it worked through, man. Um, we went from, the scaredemic to the taxdemic
Mhm.
we are that we are in now. Because dude, they're fucking, especially over here on our end, the prices have went through fucking the roof. My protein prices went up 4 times last year, four or
Yeah.
5 times.
Yep. We get emails because we wholesale proteins for the cafe, and we used to get emails like every 2 weeks, like, hey guys, I gotta bump these prices up again. I mean, what are we gonna say? We need the product.
Yeah, it is what it is. It
Yeah.
is what it is. So what's the plan next for you in bodybuilding, man? You got that, what show you planning to do?
Dude, I gotta redeem myself at Indianapolis in Indy.
When is that?
When is that?
Yeah.
May 8th, I think.
Next year. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you followed me.
Yeah, I know what happened. Yeah.
Okay.
You were
Yeah,
there
so-
and then decided to eat some gummies.
Yeah, it totally fucked me up, like, horribly. And I woke up and I knew I was holding water. I could feel it in my face. And I just screamed, Dom, I'm holding water. And then he's very reserved, very conservative guy. And I could see his eyes. They were like this. He didn't say anything, just like this. So I'm not going to do that again, Pat.
Of course.
Because it ruined everything. But it gave me a valuable lesson and learned a lot. And I'm able to share that with a bunch of people.
You know what I was about to say? In my eyes, everything that happened, you didn't lose.
No, I didn't.
You actually won, because what happened is that you're the type of person, right? Just like I work the same way. If something goes wrong, I will make sure it never happens again.
Yep.
And I will learn from it, and I will fucking dominate to try not to happen again.
And I will milk every positive thing out of it.
Yes. And hence why you are where you are right now in your physique compared to you've ever been before.
Oh, dude, I'm up 30 pounds of lean tissue.
I know.
From that show.
I know.
So I'm very excited.
It is OnlyFans exciting.
Yes.
That's how exciting it is. Listen, I seen that your new trend is working out with your shirt off in the gym. Is that like a TikTok thing?
Oh, with the shirt off in the gym?
Off.
Oh, that's because the gym I go to, Factory,
it's 100 degrees, right?
It is hot, but it's just like the owner is he wants his members to have like the best experience.
Yeah.
So his rules are just like, don't treat people like shit and don't treat the equipment like shit. If you want to film, bring whoever the fuck you want in to film. So there's like professional photographers there. There's people with tripods filming.
Yeah.
It can get kind of annoying, but no gym is perfect, but everyone trains with their shirt off there. I love it. I love to train with my shirt off.
It's like a Russian bathhouse.
I don't give a fuck. there's even groups of gay dudes that work out there with their shirts off. No one cares. It's like everyone there is like supportive of everything, and the
That's cool.
energy is
Yeah,
super high. No one works out with headphones because the music is blasting.
that's
And
awesome.
everyone talks to each other. Like, because if you go to a gym, everyone's got a typical gym, everyone's got their headphones in.
Yeah, yeah, the
No
typical
one
one. Yeah,
talks to anyone. The inverse is kind of weird because everyone talks to each other because no one has their headphones in. So it's just like I was talking to a bunch of my buddies, like that is one of the biggest reasons for my transformation, so to speak, in physique, is that gym. Like, I never want to leave there. I work out as hard as I can and for as long as I can every single day there.
yeah,
I like love, it's my work. I
yeah,
go there to work.
yeah,
And they carry all of our meals and all of our sauces, so it's like a double whammy.
yeah, yeah. Of course. No, that's the best part about those kind of gyms. Like Jersey actually has a decent amount of gyms that are relatively good. It has, a couple that are like top of the line when it comes to the environment and so forth. But again, in the Northeast, it's a heavier dense population of competitors, fitness individuals, a lot of fucking heavy social media big hitters come
Mhm.
out of Jersey now. So that definitely makes it something big and unique, man. But yeah, that's fucking awesome, dude. It's always a
Yeah,
pleasure talking to you, man.
thank you, buddy. Are we saying goodnight to each other?
Can we hug first? So Russ, listen, man, I'm extremely happy for you, man. Like I always said, dude. Thank you so much for jumping on, man.
Of course.
I wanted the people to get kind of like, an idea of how you came through and how the business grew. And the biggest point, guys, from Russ, because Russ is a great motivation. Like if you really feel like you're going through a day and you're like, it's kind of boring, or do I really want to do that? Just read some of his shit. Like he's not lying. He gets up, he keeps moving. That's it. And you said you're coaching full time now, right? With
Yeah,
full blown.
full blown coaching. That's my quote unquote income. I don't touch any of the other money, so that's
Gotcha.
what I used to have fun with, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's nice, man. And you have majority fitness individuals, or do you have the average
No,
probably?
it's probably like 70 to 80% lifestyle.
Uh-huh.
Um, and then, handful of prep people, handful of aspiring bodybuilders, pretty much the whole spectrum. Um, I like coaching lifestyle people that are super serious. Um,
Okay.
I have like a lot of lifestyle people that are more serious than bodybuilders, um, which is very cool. But I do want to get more into. So the thing is, I asked myself, like, why are lifestyle people hiring me and not bodybuilders?
Right.
I'm so hardcore bodybuilding. Like, why is like Mary Sue, who's 60 pounds overweight, hiring me? Doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense. I don't understand it, but it happens.
Um, could it be that the hardcore bodybuilders are just assuming that, let's say, a big name coach is the way to go and kind of go in that route, or
Oh yeah, that could definitely be the reason. I do find myself coaching younger bodybuilders. That's what I really enjoy. People that are wanting to do their first show or like in that beginning stage.
yeah,
Because I think that there's so much bullshit out there in
correct.
terms of coaching and bodybuilding and fitness. I'm able to just cut that like right off clean and just give them straight, no bullshit, solid
Yeah.
advice. Um, and a lot of the stuff I preach, I've went through myself.
Right.
Like, I've went through my first show, not getting check-ins until 4 a.m., 10 days late, stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, listen, as long as you do a show, you're automatically a coach. So that's what the person's bio says.
First show, automatically coach, automatically national qualified, future card carrying IFBB pro bodybuilder. First show.
Yep. And don't forget the guys, Profile Natty started last week. Sponsored athlete of Bucked Up and Young LA. because yeah, you're fucking sponsored. They're sending
Yeah.
you money. Yeah, sure you are.
Yep.
Okay. You and my grandma, and my grandma's dead. So,
My grandma's
but
dead.
Russ, again, I'm gonna go hold you up, dude. Listen, God bless you. What'd you say? What'd you say?
Nothing.
Hold on, I missed that part. You said something. So, Russ, thank you so much, man. Have a good night, brother. And we'll talk soon. And I'm sure we'll get up once again. And if I don't hear, well, you'll hear from me, but I'll see you at the Olympia, man. I'll be
Yes,
down
sir.
there.
Yes, sir. All right. See you, Pat.
All right, my friend.
Peace.
Have a good night, and good night to your girlfriend, man. See you, brother.
Good guy.